We got Emily Goldmer here, who's on staff as our podcast engineer. So she's co-hosting in Zoom right now. And I got the YouTube going for all of you out there. And I am setting Emily as a host, because once we get out to all of you, Emily takes over. Again, we got Tim Torosian, the founder and creator of this, your Blue Collar Crypto Show. Tim being passionate about apparently a U of some sort.
It looks like a credit card or a debit card or something.
Yeah, he's got something going on there, and he is muted. But Emily, take it away and further lead into Tim, the star of the show.
Welcome to the Blue Collar Crypto Show with Tim Torosian. We now have our star of the show back with us. And
Spotlight. Here we go. Keep going. Yeah, Tim's the star of the show. We're on Blue Collar Crypto.
This podcast was started last year since with Tim asking if we could help him with having a show like this. We met Tim a few years ago when we were on with Onward and Upward and Prosperity Pathways, which are a nonprofit and for-profit helping veterans and the homeless finding employment and housing. And so, Tim, I turn it over to you. What do you got for us today? And you're on mute, Tim.
Yeah, again, Emily is co-host. You can do the ask then mute, but take it away, Tim. What you got there?
The debit card, credit card, right? So, this is the money that's in the economic system. It's not in our pockets, right? Let's call this a cloud, right? You've heard about the cloud, right? This is the cloud right here. It's in your pocket, but as everything in the financial system is moving to the cloud. For those of you that maybe the cloud is a foreign concept, the internet, everything is moving into this thing called the cloud, like in the sky, clouds, right?
Yes, indeed. Emily, can you get some spotlighting going? If you need me as co-host on Zoom, set me as.
I've pinned him.
No, if you pin, it's just on your screen. If you spotlight, it's for all of us.
Well,
all right, Tim, take it away. Keep going. Good stuff, Tim. All right, Emily, you're going to have to do some filler because he's got a connection issue. So fill in when we're not getting sound from Tim. Keep it going. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Blue Collar Crypto by Tim Torosian.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And so we maybe having some technical difficulties here with Tim. But a couple of events I wanted to invite everybody to. Festivus, February 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And the International Day of Happiness on March 17th. Which we're trying to set the world record at being over 1,000, which the current record is 1,068. So we're trying to get more than that. The event itself is from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Pacific. or noon to 6 p.m. Eastern. With prizes, speakers, networking, and so on. Tickets right now are $30, and encourage everybody to get their ticket ASAP, as ticket prices are going up on February 1st. Tim, do we have you back? Tim, you are on mute.
Okay. Hello?
Yep.
Um,
we can hear you.
I'm trying to distinguish here for our audience the difference between this and this, right? So what's the difference, right? First of all, they're accepted at a lot of the same places, right? They kind of look like the same thing, right? They certainly don't look exactly the same, but when we decide to pay, either this is with us or this, right? So the financial system, the Fed, the Treasury, the banks, they would like to get rid of this thing right here. They don't want you to spend cash. They don't want this no more. Get rid of this, because they can't reach it when it's in your pocket. When this is in your pocket, they can't get to it. But this here, we think of this as our money, but it's really not our money right here. We worked for it. Our employer gives it to the banking system. And when we go to an ATM or go out to a restaurant, we can use this. It's really not our money. This is our money, right? Because as we reach in our pocket, there it is. Nobody can touch it. It's completely independent of the government, the banking system, the full faith and credit of if you counterfeit this, you can go to jail for a long, long time. We fight wars. We fight other countries so we can protect this right here. That's why we go to war. We're trying to protect the dollar, the currency. This is accepted all over the world. And so is this. So you're saying, well, what's the difference, right? What's the difference, right? Right? What's the difference? If I can't hand my card to somebody and say, here's some money. I can hand this to them and pay them, but I can't do that with this.
All right, everybody.
Can you do spotlighting, Emily?
I thought I did.
Nope.
But we have Tim frozen.
Yeah, so do filler and spotlight yourself. Join him and do a filler and tell his
I'm not
audience.
sure what else to say at the moment, but the Festivus event, for those of you who can't join in person, there will be Zoom available. So if you're planning on attending through Zoom, to please connect with us for the link. There will be a scavenger hunt, airing of grievances, feats of strength, online games, board games. And something new this year is one of our H&P members from Hawaii is bringing us karaoke. So if anybody has anything like karaoke that they want to contribute, they're more than welcome to. I guess another event I can bring up right now is that the Mutual Aid Network is hosting a Solidarity Summit on March 18th. And stay tuned for more details on that. Also, Friday evenings, Helen Kayoma, who is Evan Edderberry's wife, do we have Tim back? All right, Tim.
Okay. Where were we? I'm trying to show the lesson. But sometimes we do have to give lessons, right? So I'm going to take out my debit card. And, right. So it has a Visa sign on it. Where is it? Right there, Visa. Right? It's everywhere you want to be, Visa, right? So some of us don't use credit cards. So even today, some of us are using credit cards or debit cards, right? So what we're trying to do, right, is get away from the thing we call cash. For those of us who remember what cash is, it's this thing right here, right? George Washington, right? That's what we're calling cash. And without cash, all of our business would be digital. It would all be electronic. Is there? And then it'd be electronic. All of our electric. Let's call it electric. All of our dollars are in this electricity system. Electric. Like you plug your toaster or your blender or your, so it's electric. They're part of electricity in the wall. That's what our currency is. The way we spend money. Okay. And what the banks want to do here. Okay. Why would they want to stop it? Why do they want to stop?
All right, on
We fight wars over the currency.
Hey, Emily, we're getting comments in. People are wondering, what is Emily doing? Emily's apparently looking at her phone and doing other things. Are you?
so I was waiting at Tim. Tim was kind of in and out. And I didn't want to, and there was a lot of background noise, and I didn't want to try talking over it.
All right. So, but again, our inquiring minds want to know what's going on in your phone. Is there something that, we can talk about here? Let's talk about what's on the phone and what's going on there.
No, nothing on the phone. I was just trying to, it was sort of to help me with with Tim's background noise and his connection issues.
All right. So, are you able to spotlight him? He's made his connection again. Can you do an ask to unmute feature to help him find the unmuting? And then can you narrate that, please? There we go. Tim, you're on. All right, here we go.
I'm on. Okay. So, as I was saying, and as many times as it takes, this is the dollar right here, right? What do we do? What do we do to keep that sacred? We believe in it. We put our trust in it. We'll fight over it, right? We'll fight each other for a dollar, right? But we'll also fight other countries, right? To protect the sanctity of the American way of life and the currency that we use, which is cashola. It's cash, right? We don't fight for nothing. So, a lot of families have 3 or 4 generations, right? Of this, of protecting.
Good, I guess while we're kind of waiting for Tim to come back. Friday evenings, Helen Kayoma. So while waiting for Tim to come back, Edwin Edaberry and Helen Kayama of the Happy Neighborhood Project also founded the I Am Happy Project. And one of the things Helen does through the I Am Happy project is have daily power of recitations every day, Monday through Friday, at 6:15 a.m. Pacific or 9:15 a.m. Eastern, for about 15 minutes on Clubhouse. And also connecting with the Happy Neighborhood Project. There's now a H&P house on Clubhouse. And every Friday, Helen has been in this house and for a weekly hangout. That starts at 5:30 p.m. Central, 6:30 Eastern. And then there is also an Ability Now house with a weekly hangout on Saturdays at 6 p.m. Central, 7 o'clock Eastern, and on Clubhouse as well. And would encourage everybody to join any of those things if you are interested or your schedule allows.
So what's going on the phone? This is a show. Show us what's
I don't really know what else to say, Kurt.
say what's going on the phone. What's going on the phone? What activity is on the phone? This is a show. Let's show what's going on the phone. Here we go. Candid camera. What's on the phone? Put your phone up to the camera and let's take a
I'm
look.
not showing what's on my phone, Kurt.
Well, what's going on?
Anyway, there are several other shows that I'm hoping with. Besides this one, there is Jaws Coffee Chat at 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern, which is Jaws Diet. And there's Jaws Mental Health Awareness at 2:30 p.m. Central, 3:30 Eastern. And then Jaws Chris Talk at 4:15 p.m. Central, 5:15 Eastern. And also on Fridays, we just started a couple days ago, Just Follow Your Dreams. And then also back on Monday at 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern is Monday Mission with Project Die Hard, which is a veteran-owned, veteran-run non-profit in Kentucky. And then at 8 p.m. Central, 9 o'clock Eastern, we have The World of Pets. And then on Tuesday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 o'clock Central, and we have World of Women with Zeta. On Wednesday at 7 8:30 p.m. Central, 8:30 Eastern. We have Ability MK now through River West Radio in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And then on Saturdays at 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern, we have the World of Ability. And all these, with the exception of the Jaws Follow Your Dreams, which is a bi-weekly show. The rest of them are a weekly show. So if any of you are interested in joining one of the podcasts, to please connect with us or connect with me, and they can get you set up for that. I'll visit about kind of about who you are, what you do, and getting your message out there about yourself or about your organization or whatever message you want out there. And all these shows are under the World of Ability Podcast Network, which was created a couple of years ago by Kurt and Marcus Hart of Transform You Media. I'd like to give special thanks to Marcus, Jay Stoyan of the Disability Channel, and Zach Clayton of the PAC Channel for allowing us to have the shows on their platforms. Kurt, do you have anything you want to say on regarding any of the other shows?
Well, we're always open to new show ideas. We're playing around with concepts like World of Finance and World of Connection and so forth. We do have the TDC networking show in action. We're going to be excited for a meeting we're having with Lawrence Wingate of Wingate Studios. And so pretty much doing some follow-up stuff that Emily here apparently had some challenges to execute that from her desk. So yours truly took it on and stepped in and intervened and got meetings set up and did some of this executive assistant work and podcast engineering. And so we're looking forward to how this is all going to shake out as we keep spotlighting on our shows and as we keep showing our audiences what's going on their phone, and just really being transparent and authentic and genuine and giving you all the best we can and giving you 100% of our attention. So there you go, Emily, back to you. Always exciting to do all these shows. Emily is going to be reporting to Patty, who's on the show for tomorrow, World of Pets. And so a lot of standing by is Emily.
Which I do not have anybody at the moment.
What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
But so if there's anybody out there who would like to be on the World of Pets, please just connect with me. Otherwise, I'm going to, when we're done here, hopefully try contacting a couple of people, see if they are available to come on.
Are we not getting those pet lovers from HMP?
I don't know. I brought it up. I brought it up like last week, I think. I've brought it up before at Pet Lovers, and nobody has said anything to me as of yet. So, I might have to track a few of those people down and be like, show up on your show. But anyway, I'll bring it up again this week. As far as I know, I'm going to be at World of Pets this week, but So if I'll be able to, if I am, I'll say something about it. Otherwise, it might be in the post. So, anyway. I said about our few events coming up. And about the shows. And everybody is welcome to come on any of our shows at any time. And I mean, we've had people only come on once. And haven't come back on yet. But then we've also had a few people who've been on multiple so like multiple times. And can connect with us if you are interested. And talk about the clubhouse. I think not sure I have much else to say at the moment. But on behalf of Shared in the World of Ability Podcast Network, it's your safe and productive week. And it seems like we have kind of lost Tim here. So any last comments, Kurt? Before I end this?
Yeah, just really looking forward to an upper energy level here at the World Ability Podcast Network, and getting that diet and movement and whatever we need to have some zest and vim and vigor, and kind of have some entertainment value here at the World Ability Podcast Network, because we're here to show our abilities. And when we're here and we are kind of just kind of here, it's like we're wondering if there's anything else to say. It just seems like we've had a rough day, and it seems like we're ready to go to bed, and that, oh boy, we lost.
So is that it, or was there something else that you were going to say?
Well, I always go through the day very excited for everything we're doing here at the World Ability.
Yeah. Well, then I guess one other thing is that there is a mutual friend in Arizona right now who has a Love Live radio. Because I don't know if you go to the station or show. Good, not sure which one. First minutes or both. But it's on the radio. Where they have different speakers, music, and that is kind of connected with kind of faith and spirituality kinds of things. So if anybody is interested in that, it's on liveradio.love and is 24/7, 365. So you can tune in at any time, and I encourage anybody to talk about or tune in with that. Liveradio.love, which brings you to free conference call, which is what it's on. Freeconferencecall.com. Just so everybody is aware. And I encourage everybody to check out that Happy Neighborhood Project with their almost 50 meetings. And there's posting parties. And about 50 meetings are different spots around the globe. And there's also a co-op that's been going for like a year and a half now. And we have 3,500 members. And then we have a and Kurt, maybe you could say a little bit about, if you could, a little bit about there's a group called Helpopedia that is all about helping youth and students and their families, especially with the transition between like high school and college or employment. And they have a meeting every Friday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. Kara, would you like to say anything regarding Helpopedia?
Well, Helpopedia's meetings every Friday, 8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Eastern, and also Wednesdays, 3:30 Central, 4:30 Eastern. The Wednesday one is a special needs chapter. The Friday one is the main meeting. There are other chapters that are like with well-being and so forth. So it's just really an expanding resource haven, a knowledge commons directory, and helping students map with what they're trying to do and what they need help with, and basically soup to nuts what you think of high schoolers need for mental health, and going for the college entry and career development, assessing their own interests, on and on and on. So very concerted in the age range of 14 to 26, I might say roughly, and expanding from there, but mostly seeming to have a focus on high school and college. So with that, back to you, Emma.
We have a new HMP meeting starting February 9th called Movie Lovers. So if anybody is interested in that. Oh, the one last thing. Um, for those of you who are in the military, and or veterans, there is a networking meeting every Tuesday at 9:30 Central to 30 Eastern. That is in Colorado Springs, Colorado, called VetNet. And kind of networking meeting, everybody kind of goes around, kind of takes 30 seconds to kind of introduce themselves, and then there's a speaker. And so those of you who either are active military, a veteran, maybe even connected somehow to the military or veteran communities, are invited to that as well. I know I said one last thing, but this is for sure the last thing. Every day at noon Central, 1 o'clock Eastern, we have the 12 o'clock shakedown, which is 15 minutes of music and motion. So basically it's like so we like to dance like nobody's watching. It's like different movements. Then you don't necessarily need to really always follow the person leading it. If you can't do something, you can always do something else or do anything modified as well. And I always have a little time afterwards for some kind of social time. Is there anything you want to say in any of our last few things that I was talking about, or should we end here?
Yeah, so what you see happening is on the face side with Love Live, the service side with like VetNet, but that's also a business side too. We have H&P supporting communities, so on and so forth, that we're really building up a well-rounded offering here, so that as we do all this stuff, making new friends, that we kind of can follow our interests and spend the time, no matter what day of the week it is, what time of day, that there's a little something that's kind of nice, given how everybody likes to spend their days, whether it's learning or doing something in politics or civics or anything the government direction, or for sure the fun stuff, because they say what's fun gets done, and that's what Festivus is all about. So with that, back to you, Emily.
So I think that's it for today. Again, we are here every Sunday, 4 o'clock Central. And again, special thanks and recognition to our supporters and Marcus Hart, Jay Stoyan, and Zach Clayton for having this show on their platforms. And so on behalf of, if anybody wants to connect with us, you can connect with me at podcast engineer 54 at gmail.com. Or 715-303-9835. Or Kurt at 262-372-1754. Or Ability Now MKE or hello Ability MKE now at gmail.com. So Ability MKE now at gmail.com. So on behalf of Garrett and the rest of World of Ability Podcast Network, I wish you a safe and productive week and to stay happy.